Class is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everybody. This is Kevin Sipe with our weekly training for Sqribble. Welcome, Scribblers. Hope everybody's doing well this week. It is almost Christmas, so happy holidays to all of you. I hope you're all having a great week, and may your family and yourself all be happy and warm and everything going well for you. So we're going to get started here in just a little bit. It's only 6 o'clock, so we'll get going. If you guys have any questions, fire away. I am here for you. And we will just get started here in a little bit. Tonight, we're going to go through some of the collaboration book, and we got a few things we're going to go through just to make sure everybody's on board. And I'm very happy. We got a lot of new people on, and it's kind of cool to see new people come on board. This is great. And if you're brand new to Sqribble, welcome. And you picked the right tool. It's a great tool. I've done very well with it, by the way. I don't know if I haven't had time to put all the books up and everything else, but I can bet you I'm probably in the top 3 that have earned money with the systems. I bet I am. And I've been lazy. It hasn't been that much, but I know I've made, well over 20K this year just as a side hustle utilizing the tools. Like I always say, I need to do it more full time. I know, but I'll get to that. But I do enjoy it. I've had a lot of fun. Sqribble's been very good to me, so I can't say anything bad about it. It's been wonderful, and it's a very high end product. It truly is. And then, of course, I can't say enough about the new Prezentar. Everybody, I just can't stop. Love Sqribble, love Prezentar, love them both. I use them both, so it's really great. If you guys have, let me know if you guys have Prezentar. Who has Prezentar that's on the call? I see a lot of people here. Just let me know if you guys have Prezentar. Just say yes or no. It'd be great to know. And if you guys have any questions, if you guys are stuck on a book and you need some help, remember you can get a hold of us at sqribblebookteam at Gmail. sqribblebookteam@gmail.com, and we can help you along. We can do whatever we can to get you going here. So it's always a pleasure to help out. And we don't know all the questions, but we'll make sure we get someone who knows all the questions. So we're going to try very hard to make sure of that. So we're going to get started in just a little bit. A lot of people still coming aboard. A lot of people brand new. So this is cool. This is very cool. Yes. Me. Okay. Liz, we got to get it for you, sweetie. You'll love it. It's great. But you have Sqribble, and that's a great way to start. Dave, and like I said, Sqribble is wonderful. This is cool. Yes, John, you have it, and I know you love it. Yeah, I know. I do too. It's a great tool. So it's only 6:03. We're going to give it a few more minutes, so just hang in there, everybody. I hope you guys have all had a good year. We're winding up the year, and it's been a lot of fun for me. I truly enjoy it. It is fun. I just have to say it is a lot of fun to be able to do these webinars, and I really appreciate it. And it's something that I think I do it because it's passion for me. It gets me fired up. It helps me with all my other projects, truthfully. So if you guys ever get a chance to do something like I've been able to do, how lucky I've been, do it. Do something outside your box. Try to do something that you guys haven't done before. I've done a lot of webinars and a lot of meetings. I can't even count. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them through the years. And I've really enjoyed it. One thing that I've learned is you just go with it. Just roll with it. Just keep going. And if you know what you're doing, you'll be able to talk the talks, so to speak. You may not know everything, but you can get through enough to really get through it. I've been a programmer for a long time, so I was very lucky that I was able to get together with programmers for so darn long. And if you ever sat with programmers till 2 or 3 in the morning, 4 o'clock in the morning for weeks and years on end, you'll understand what I'm talking about. They're a different animal, and they're geniuses in their own way. They truly are. Okay. We got a big team coming aboard here. Let me look. I got to stretch it down further. This is cool. Very cool. Let's give it a little bit more time here. Welcome to the Sqribble meeting. You were a software engineer for 25 years. Go, Janet. You know, Janet, I'm probably not as good as you, but I've been doing it for over 20 myself. We wrote a lot of software, a lot of programs. We made a lot of money. We made millions of dollars doing it. And it was and Janet, if you've been doing it for that long, then you know what I'm talking about. 20, 25 years ago, how hard it was to program because there was really no software. You had to write everything yourself. So there was no drop and drag. There was none of that. You had pretty much boxes. You had to populate the boxes, and then you had to do everything kind of by hand. It was archaic. It was fun, but it was very archaic at that point. And so I know you know what I'm talking about there, Janet. That's amazing. 25 years as a programmer. That's very cool. Oh, cool. Oh, yeah, that's an industry. You did, okay, Kashiki. You did DBase and you did Pascal. Yes, I know it. That's cool. No, I am not one of the founders. No, I am not. It's kind of, the story is kind of funny. Adil put I'll tell you the truth. Adil put it, and this is how I started doing webinars, guys. This is kind of funny. It's a good question. Actually, Adil put out that he wanted a presenter, but he wanted someone English. And I don't know what got into me. I got the email and I thought, well, that's biased. Screw you, buddy. I really did. That was my attitude. Like, screw you, Adil. I don't need to take your, you know what. It pissed me off, actually. So what I did is I sent a video back screwing around and just kind of messing. And I kind of went with the accent and, just kind of ran with it. And I guess Adil took it to heart. And within the month, they were firing back at me saying, hey, do you want to do the webinars for me? I had no idea. I just fired back because I was pissed off. And I just thought it would be fun because I love the software so much. Within the first, within the first week, I made $2,700 using the program. So, and I'm not a founder, but I know the systems very well. And I got to tell you, I think I know some of these systems better than anybody on the planet except the programmers and Adil. Truly. I mean, I go through them a lot, so they're a lot of fun. But you have to keep up with it. You do. It's just knowing the tools and the WYSIWYG editors and things like that. So it's a lot of fun. But anyway, that's how I became the presenter for you guys. And I'm not exactly English. I'm probably the furthest from. So, that's, what can I say? All right. Yeah, it was good. It was fun. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Okay, we're going to give it a few more minutes. Got enough people coming aboard here. And we'll get started. And I hope you guys are all enjoying Sqribble. If you think you can make money, you can make money. And my attitude to everybody here is stop, don't, how can I say this? When you start writing and say you got a day job, you consulting jobs, whatever you guys are doing, say you don't have a job. The more hours you put into this, the more you're going to get fired up. And I always say this, usually after the 6th or 7th hour, you start kicking in is when the real genius starts coming out. And I know that sounds crazy, but you start doing this and then you start getting, if you work 7 days a week or 5 days, if you're working 40 hours a week, you're never going to get rich. I'm just telling you, you're not. You got to put hours into it. And then all of a sudden it starts gelling, things get better. And then you have to spend less time because you can do it so much faster. There's times that I can actually pull things off because I've already pre-built it for another client. And then I go in there and I'll duplicate it and then I'll redo the pictures and some of the writing. But I can literally get something done in a day and make $3,000 on some of these. I have on several of the products and businesses that I've done through Sqribble and Prezentar. So I'm just telling you guys can do the same exact thing. It's not rocket science, but it is a lot of fun. Okay, 6:09, we're going to give it another minute and we're going to get started. We got a lot of people. This is cool. This is cool. And if you're not part of the collaboration, you should be. It's Sqribble ebook. No, sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Had a glitch there. Sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. You guys can do that. But we've got a lot to go over tonight. and I kind of wanted to show you guys. I'm going to ask you guys this: who's brand new with Sqribble? And if you don't know how to do any of the editor, just say help. No one can see you, no, except for me. And I won't mention your name. I won't say, hey, you need help. I won't do that to you. But if you guys, I just kind of want to see where you guys are at. If you guys need any help with it. And I know, literally, I think some people think that everybody should know everything with programming and everything like that. But a lot of people are brand new and they don't know how to use the editors and they don't know how to do some of the stuff we think that is very simple. I've been there myself years ago. I'll never forget. I'll never forget when I first, did copy and paste. I thought it was amazing. And then another thing, linking, putting a link behind a word or a set of words. I thought that was so cool. It's been the same for many, many years on some of these WYSIWYG editors, but that's what you need to learn. And that's what we're going to jump into a little bit tonight. And I'll show you guys on some of the collaboration. And I'm going to try to get into 2 different books tonight. Hopefully this will load up quickly. But these are all the people that are working with us. So I got to tell you, that is very cool. Most companies, and I've done this for many, many years and had tens of thousands of clients and people throughout the years. And I've never seen a team like this one where so many people have came in and collaborated on such a large book that we're all writing together. So once again, hats off. Hats off. And Lynn, you have done one heck of a job. And everybody else, I know Trace has given a lot into it. And so many other people that I'm probably not going to give kudos to because there's so many people on the line. But thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys have all done a great job, collaborating on this book. It's been wonderful. So I'm going to jump right into it. Once again, this is Kevin Sipe for Sqribble Training. It is December 20th, 2022. Merry Christmas, because I won't see you until after Christmas. And so everybody have a happy holiday throughout the world. We got people here from Australia and Norway and Ireland and England and where else? Everywhere. South Africa. It's really cool. And you people that are actually so far away, my hat's off to you. It's after midnight in some of your locations. So, if you can too, tell me the time. Tell me what time it is where you guys are at. Just give me and then I can kind of guess where you guys are at. Just, in the question, just say what time, PM, AM, whatever it is. It kind of gives me a clue where everybody's going here. Okay, let me see. Oh yeah, past midnight. Ooh, 23:12. That is 11:12, I think. That's military time, of course. All right, 9:45. Wow. 9:45. You guys are in different 3 o'clock. Woo, someone's in California or West Coast, I think. That's cool. Oh wow, 2 o'clock. Where is that? Well, welcome. You're a better person than me for being up here so late. That's cool. All right. Let me see. Let me see who else we have. Okay, still got people coming aboard. Welcome. Okay, I'm waiting for the book to come in so we can edit it, so I can show you guys some of the quick editing. Now remember, the main thing you really want to learn when you're coming into Sqribble is just pick a template and start messing around. Start using the editors. The white one is a WYSIWYG editor. That's what it's a weird word, WYSIWYG. And the yellow one is just an advanced editor that has a few more tools. Like it'll give you the fonts. It'll let you change the size of the fonts. It'll let you do background colors and different things. And it's really cool. What I like about these new systems is the drop and drag, of course, the stretching of pictures if you want, the moving around content and pictures. Like I said, in the years past, we didn't have anything like this. But nowadays, it's so easy. So even if you're an idiot like I am half the time, it just makes it easier. You can get in there and you can drop and drag, you can add the content, and you can do whatever. And I really want you guys to know, as this is loading up, I do want to tell you a few things here. If you guys have your own website, which a lot of you probably are looking at and doing, and I always put Wix out at you, because Wix, you can go build your whole website without paying for it. And I don't make anything on it. I'm just saying you can build the entire website until you're ready to launch, then just get your domain and hook it up. So you can see what it looks like. And by having a website, I got to tell you this. When you're working in a system like Sqribble or Prezentar, and then you're working with Wix, you really go to the next limit because they're different and they're alike in some ways. And you know, they're so advanced in their little ways. All it is navigation, but it's easy stuff now. I mean, years ago, 5 years ago, even things were much. I mean, I could get through it because I've been programming for so many years, but man, I was pulling my teeth out even 5 years ago. Nowadays, everything's pretty easy. All I ask you to do is go in there and test it, and you're not going to really break anything. Just try to pull a picture up, try to, resize it. Really wise. Get a I'm going to tell you this. Go get some software for screen capture. I'm going to give you guys another one tonight that I use that's free, and I forgot to even tell you guys about it. It's called Screencast. Screencast. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. Let me just see. It's free, and it does screen capture for you. I don't want to bring up all my stuff, so let me just see. Screencast, come on, baby. Yeah, TechSmith. It's techsmith.com, and you guys can actually go get Screencast. Just go to techsmith.com or Screencast. They'll ask you if you want to pay, but there's free ones. And the free one's cool. It'll do, it's not as good as Snagit, but it's the same company. But Screencast is free. And also, this is another thing. I'm going to teach you guys a lot of cool stuff. I've been using these tools for many, many years, and they're still working big time. And when you're doing your own courses, your own presentations, things like that, sometimes you don't want to put it on YouTube and yes, you can go private and you can do different things, but sometimes you just want to keep it held close to your heart. And Screencast has a free, I think, 5 gigabytes or 10 gigabytes you can throw your videos on yourself. And it kind of teaches you how to do embedded code. It's so easy. Or get a link. So Screencast does also, it'll host your videos if you want to do videos. And then if you're doing captures like what I'm doing right now, you guys can see my screen and blah, 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 and it's all fun. This is called a screen capture or video. Like right now, it's recording because it's, we're using the webinar software. But with Screencast, I can just capture this and start talking and say, hey, go here, go there, do this, do that. So it's really wise. So go get Screencast, download it, use the software. If you don't have screen capture software, you're not doing online work. You're not. You're lacking. You're lacking big time. And I can say that wholeheartedly. You got to have screen capture software because you can capture videos, you can capture images, you can go to, Pexels and Pixabay and all those free sites where you can get images. And you just got to have it. I mean, I've had it for, guys, I'm going on 15 years. I think I've had Snagit. 15 years on one tool. And it's still one of the top tools out there. So just, a little bit of wisdom, just go out there and do it. And if you guys have any software that I'm not using, let me know. Like I stay away from Microsoft. I'm sorry, but I do. I mean, their software is so archaic. And it used to be where they charged you one time. Now they're all charging you yearly and monthly and messing with us. I don't like that. That's what I like about Sqribble and Prezentar. It's a one-time fee. Let's go. And you got it. You don't have to keep continuing on and keep paying. Okay, so we're here at the book, and I do want to show you guys something. Look at all the chapters that we have put together. Look at this. Unbelievable. Chapters 1, Chapter 2, Chapter 10. Okay, we're up to chapter. Okay, we got chapter 10. Look at the table of content. Oh, Chapter 11. We got Chapter 20. Oh my God. Up to chapter 24. I know we're 200 and around 50 pages right now. And this is all of you, the people that have joined in and collaborating together. It's really, really good. So let me go down here. I want to show people how to use the editors if they need to. If you're brand new to the system, I'm in one of the templates. Let's just say you guys are in one of the templates. Oh, someone's saying that Paint 3D lets you do screen capture and editing. Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, that is it. Whatever you can use, do it. Whatever you can use. What you see is what you get with the WYSIWYG. Yeah, you're right, Shiki. You're absolutely right. Absolutely. Oh, and I have to go backwards real quick. Peg 3 p. Oh, you're at 3 p.m. Okay, you're not at 3 a.m. I was scared there. I was thinking someone was really way out there. Okay. So anyway, let's just say if you're brand new and this is what this is the advanced editor, but if you click on it and you want to go to the text, the little white one is called a WYSIWYG. This thing has been around since the beginning of time. Not really, but it's been around for 20 years, you guys. It has. And it lets you bold, it lets you italicize, underline, align left, center, all the easy stuff. I love this. The text color you can change. You can put background color instead of the text just being white or red or green. You can actually put the whole background like a marker behind it. And that's, if you don't know these, go in and play. Go in there and start playing around. So like if you're here, you're going to left click your mouse and drag over it. Remember that. You got to drag over it. And I know I'm doing stuff, but you guys have to, some people have, this is brand new. So you're going to left click and hold it and then drag and let go. Now you're in it right here. And then it'll stay highlighted. And then say you want to go red. You go red. Then you click again over here and there it is. It's red. So you guys can kind of understand that. Now, if you want to put highlight behind it, instead of text, you go to the one over. It says background color, and let's just flash it up. Let's just do that. Oh, I didn't get it all. See, there it is right there. So you guys kind of understand. Like I said, these WYSIWYGs have been around since the test of time. So the little WYSIWYG. Now let's go a little more advanced. I want to show you guys something here too. So I go here, and then I want to go to the little gear. The gear is important because the gear has been around too. Everybody uses the gear to say it's an element or it's a setting. It's something that you should use. So you click on it, and then over to the left, the advanced. They call this the advanced editor. It's really not that advanced. I mean, anybody can pick this up very quickly. So you're over here. I'm going to do it again. Let's just get out of this. So I'm here. If you click on the text, the WYSIWYG pops up. Click out of it. Now, if you just go over here and you don't click, you just put your mouse within the box, this advanced editor will come up. Now, this is kind of cool too. I want you to know this. You can move this box, this heading, this text, this paragraph to another page. Okay, the advanced editor will come up. Duplicate. I love cloning. It's you click this, another one will pop up. You can drag it anywhere on the page and then reword whatever. I use it all the time because it's a lot easier just to duplicate something and then change it up. It's much easier. Okay, then this one, convert this element to a headline. Okay, that's nothing. And then moving, we can move this baby. You can see that. And that's the move function. And then of course delete. You don't want to delete it. So we're coming back here. So let's go up to the editor, the advanced editor. You click the little gear and you're over here and look at this, guys, the font size, the width. Now this is something you guys have to know. When you click on it, look at these. The width is very, very important, and the height. So get a little smart here. Instead of just thinking, oh, it looks like this is cool. Start digging into some of the tools. Like the font size is 23 pixels high. The width is 210 pixels, which means from here to here is 210 pixels, from yellow line to yellow line. It's not very wide. If you pulled this picture out and you wanted this to go all the way, you'd probably put 600 or 700 in here, and automatically that baby will stretch over. So just know you have magic in your hands if you use this tool. So you can do your width, you can do your height. Like here's 390. So you have a lot of cool stuff at your disposal. So you guys can just, make sure that you guys are using some of this stuff. So let me see, arrange order. We can get into this a little bit more. Shows you the page, the element ID, and all the good stuff. The radius. Let's see something else. I want you guys to see something here. I want to go back to the advanced editor, and we want to look at the font. Now, this is where I always get really torqued out. Everybody uses the same font. You've got to get away from the same font. Now, this is a good font. This is a different font, ABZ. This is different than what most people use. I like this font. But a lot of people use Arial, and they use some of the most mundane. They just leave it. I mean, I know because I did it for so many years, just left it being lazy. And then a light bulb went on, thought, God, man, change it up, Kevin. So you can do a lot of stuff. So let me get back over here. First of all, I'm going to unhighlight this. I go back over here and I hit the X, and that'll take the highlight off. So I just highlight. So you guys go back into the highlighter, hit that, and then click away. Oh, okay, so there it is. Now I just want to go back and see, oh, that color, I'm going to have a hard time. Let me see. Oh, maybe it's that right there. Let's see. There it is. Okay, cool. So I got that all off, and that's cool. So now I want to show you something else. Now on the editor, you guys are going to the picture. Now the picture does not have the WYSIWYG. And the reason is it doesn't have, you don't really use the WYSIWYG for an image. You use the advanced editor. So we'll click on this. Now watch what it's going to show. It shows the URL right here. For all of you that don't know this, every web page, every website that you have and we have, the programmers behind the scenes, every time you put an image onto your template, a new image or whatever, it'll automatically make a link for you like this. And it will put, 000555. Everything's automatic when you put a picture in, and it will automatically do it for you. So when you guys want to, you can change the picture out just by clicking this. And then you're going to say, it's going to say upload. And then when you click on this, it's going to take you to your browser of your computer, and you're going to find the file. You're going to find the file where your picture is. You're going to click on it, and then you're going to upload it up. And then it will end up here. You'll click on it, and then you'll just say open or load. And then it will load right up onto your, into here. It'll take its place. It's pretty simple. And I've done a lot of trainings on this, and we'll show you again. The radius is a circle. Look at this, circle. Let's see if I can change this out. None. So it's back to a square. See that? That's kind of cool. So you guys, it does have tools for you. Round the corners. Let's see what we got. See, I rounded the corners there. Of course, we had the circle, which is cool. That fits a little bit better. Image border, white thumbnail. Let's do dark thumbnail. See, you can't see it because it's a black background. So if you lose stuff, you'll know because you're black on black. So I'll go back to white thumbnail. See, I tried to put a black thumbnail. Of course, it's black background. It's going to mess right in. You're not going to see anything. Image shadow. Let's try that. Let's see what we got. Well, we're not going to see much because we're on a background. So we're not going to see anything. If we were on a white background, you'd see a shadow right there. Image opacity. Let's see, full visible. Okay, we're just going to leave it like that because when you're on a background like this, on a gray background, you're not going to be able to use some of the tools because black will swallow most colors whole. It will. It'll just swallow. Black's one of those colors that you can't put a lot of stuff into because nothing trumps really black. Black kind of covers everything up. So you guys know that it's really important that when you're doing this. So remember, the advanced editor is usually just for images. Now, for the text over here, you can use both the advanced editor, which is the yellow one here. And then if you click on something like that, the little white WYSIWYG editor comes in. And I want you guys to go in there and start just left click and drag over some content and use the bold. Like if I did this and I went and I highlighted left click and hold it and drag it down and I want to bold it, it all bolds. I can unbold it by clicking it off. If I want to italicize it, you see how it kicks to the right. See that? Look at that. So that's kind of cool there. So I go back. And then I want to bring it back. I'll hit it again, underline it. You can hit that. If I want to center it, if I want to left align, this is left alignment. If I want to center, watch what happens. You see, it all goes like that, and it all centers right there. So use your tools. Really use your tools. So it really makes a difference. You can right justify. You can just justify it all. So use this stuff. And another thing is use the link right here. If you guys don't know how to use this, this is really cool. You can put like some of these words, you can say click here. And then like this, let's just imagine this says click here right here. And then what you'll do is you'll go up here and it will say insert the link. You'll put in https://. And most of the time, you guys, they're not asking you to even put in www anymore. You don't really need it. And then you'll just put in your website, whatever your website is. Don't literally put in your website, but I'm just saying your website, like if it's kevin.com or whatever it is. This is what you'll do, and you'll just hit OK, and then we'll get out of it. I'll do it right now. Let me see, website. I'm going to get there. I'll hit OK. See how it turned purple on you? It does that. It changes to a funky color. Now, you could change this color if you want. You could go back up here and highlight it. It's weird. It does that. And you can say, okay, let's go back to the regular color. Let's see if it does it. It's a little darker, but it's bold. But this is now clickable. So when you're away from this and you go into the system, or you're out on your PDF, this will be a clickable link. I said click here. So people would see it, go, oh, I'm going to click here. And it makes it a clickable link and it'll go to an outside website. So if you didn't know how to do that, you now know how to do that. And I know most of you know, but a lot of you don't. I know a lot of you don't. So I'm going to just go up there. Now, this is also to the right of it is break the link, remove the link. So you can just click that if you wanted, if you're back, just click out. And now I just removed it. So it's gone forever. And that's about it. So, and then watch this. I just want to show you the duplicate. Let's make it duplicated if I can. Come on, Kevin. It's giving me a little bit of a headache here. Hang on. I think it's because I'm using up so much bandwidth here, everybody. So give it a second. Here it comes. Okay, come on, baby. Let's roll it. Oh, it's down here. What am I doing, Kevin? Okay, so it's here. And let me just, I have to move this now. So hang on a second. I'm going to move this up. Sometimes it goes behind other things. And then I can move this around and do whatever. And I can put it over here, over there for right now. So see, I just duplicated it. But what I'm going to do here is I did it twice. So I'm going to delete it. Yes, I'm sure. Absolutely. So I'm going to get rid of that. I'm going to do the same thing for this one. So use your duplication tool. Use it. And I'm telling you, you guys can make a lot of dough, a lot of cash by getting out there and start writing stuff. If you guys can, I could show you guys, every single one of you, how to go out and get a business done very quickly. Every one of you. I mean, I do it just I do it half, I don't really put a lot of work into it. And it's really not that difficult. I think a lot of it too is just your confidence level when you talk to somebody, truly, because there's so many people that are much more talented than me that are in this group, way more talented. So, if I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay, I just brought the picture back. I kind of put it in the center there. And you can kind of see here, see this, guys, where it's off here a little bit. I do want to show you another trick. Watch this. Grids, I want light. And I want narrow. Let's see what we got. See that? You see this line right here? So see, I use grids for a lot of you that don't know. Now I'm going to line up right to here, the yellow box, just to the left of this. So let's do this puppy right now. Let's see what we got. Okay, I got to go to the next one. I think it's right about, let me see. Oh yeah, it's real close. So you guys can kind of see, going right there, get out of it. Now I go up to grids and I say remove. So now it's lined up right here. I love that piece of it, the grids. That's one thing that I haven't used, or in Prezentar, they don't have grids, but I love grids. Grids is cool because you can line up pretty easy. Oh, wait a second. Prezentar does have it. I forget. In grids here, we've got grids. In Prezentar, oh no, that's not Prezentar. I'm sorry. In Wix, if you take a box like this, it'll automatically line it up for you. It shows a line for you. But I'm going to go back to Prezentar. Prezentar has a lot of new features that I've never seen before. So if you do have Prezentar and you do have Sqribble, you're going to blow it out of the water like you've never seen before. You don't need Prezentar if you're just doing Sqribble, because Sqribble is a sensational tool, very, very powerful. I just went to the next level with the Prezentar, and it has done me very well. I love the tool so much. So, okay, so you guys kind of see that and know this. What's cool, you guys can drop and drag. Remember that. If you guys want to put the picture over here just for a second and you want to move it, this is what I do a lot. I'll move the picture left, right, left, and change it up. So my book's a little different now. So see there you go. I just changed it up a little bit, and so you could, now what I do a lot is I'll put the picture to the left and the content to the right, and then on the next page I'll change it up and put the picture on the right and put the content on the left. So I go left, right, left, right. Sometimes I'll just do that. Now in this book, everybody got pretty creative. And we got pictures, we got content, then we have the nice headings up here and these little boxes, which are really cool. And that's something that Lynn and the group brought into this. So like I said, once again, hallelujah, we have these people helping us out because they've done really good on formatting and doing everything else. The images are great, the background images. You can see here we have a heading that's white, and then of course, we have our paragraphs here below, and then we have the nice picture of the ghostly car within here. So like the headings are white, and then we got this nice tan down here. And look at some of these images. These are great. So get creative. There's nothing you can't do. I've done a lot of presentations for companies. That's where I've made my money, is just doing presentations and saying, hey, this is really cool, a really cool product, and they're boring as hell. Most of these products that I'm helping people out with, they're boring, just a big company selling boring products that no one would really like. But hey, you know what? They love it. So they love it that you're doing a website for them. And know this, most clients out there don't know what they're doing. They simply do not know. You may get 5% of the companies out there that have professional programming and they're website developers and all that stuff. But the normal people don't know what in the hell. So if you come in here and you follow, there's about a 10-step to 15-step pathway that I always do, and I line it up. I say, get this, get this, get this, and do this. And it doesn't really cost you much. It doesn't really cost you anything. And you can set the company up and they're going to be dazzled. And that's the structure that I do. And I just sold a book. What day is it? That I sold a book on the 8th. I sold a book on the 8th. That was last week I showed that. And I made, how much did I make on that one? I think it was 3K. Yeah, I'm forgetting, but I made 3K. Yeah, I did. I made 3K on that one last week. On the 8th, actually, is when I sold it. And the money went into my account that same day. So that was very, very cool. That was just another one to kind of top the year off with. I don't think I'm going to have another book in the next 10 days. It's kind of, I really don't push people during the holidays too much. But come the 2nd, baby, I'm going to get out there and do it again. Do it again and again. So, okay, I'm seeing if there's any other questions. Yes, the WYSIWYG is easy to do. People are asking that. And yeah, the advanced editor, you have to put your mouse over it, over the content or over the picture for that to pull up. Now, if you're in the text, remember this, someone was just asking this, how to get to it again. If you're in the text, click and you go to the WYSIWYG will overlap it, the white one. Now click out of it, you go back, you just put your mouse in it, don't click, and then the advanced editor will come up here. So you guys should know that. So there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do here too. You can add content within right here. If you click on this and it says the categories and it has a lot of different stuff. So you can say preview and then you can say add content and it will go to your page. We're not going to do that right now. I'm going to close that, but you can add content. And then what you'll do is you'll rewrite the content. It's nice to have it in front of you. And then you have some content in there to fly with, and then you can just change it up. Don't plagiarize or use someone else's content. If you start doing that, you're really not going to go far. I don't write a lot of content and do a lot of research on it. Basically, I look at the company's website, I see what they have, I piece it together, like what they're selling, this and that, and I just write it. I write it the best I possibly can. I want you guys to think of this. It doesn't matter if you're selling bathtubs or you're selling light bulbs. You can take the format and change up the wording enough from one to the next and make it work. You can say, hey, I sell bathtubs. Hey, and then take bathtubs out and say, hey, I sell flashlights or lights or whatever. You can do that. I mean, I do it all the time, duplicate, but there's times you have to change the pictures, of course, and you have to change the wording to go around it. And if you know nothing on it, then learn something on it. If you get stuck, go to Google or, DuckDuckGo and to the search engines and say, hey, how do you do this? Just dig. The internet has everything for us, so you guys don't have to worry and get stressed out. You just have to do it and put your hours in. I do my best work when I'm tired and it's a little bit later at night and I'm sitting here and then finally I get a format going. What I do too, and this is something I want to tell you guys, like when I do courses or I do trainings, I'll try to line up the images. Like if I'm doing course 1, 2, 3 or 1 through 10 or whatever, I'll line up the images and I'll name the course and I'll get that ready. Then I'll jump back into the first or second or third. It doesn't matter. I can jump into the 7th course. Sometimes I get bored with the 1st through 6th course, whatever. I'll jump into it. I'll change the image a few times here and there. But because I'm in the mode for that course, I'll just go in and do it. Like this past weekend, I think I did 13 videos on a course that I was doing. I did 13 videos and I probably did it in less than 2 hours. I did screen capture and I spoke about it and blah, blah, blah. This is Kevin. And do you like this and that and that, you know? But I knew what I was talking about with some of the stuff that I was working with. So it was easy because I've used the tools many, many times before. So that's some of the, and then I jumped, I think I did 3 or 4 courses, and I did 2 or 3 videos here. I did 6 here, and I did 4 there. And that's how it works. And I want you guys, if you got screen capture software, it's really wise you kind of walk through it. Even if you're just doing a screen capture on a book that you're doing, it might be wise that you guys, like here, you would copy this and then hit the record button and say, hey, this is John, and I want to tell you a little bit about my book, and this is where we're going to go with it, and do a 30-second audio. Like Prezentar lets you do an audio per page, which I love. I love that, because now you can give a description through audio on what the book's going to be about. Now, don't bore people too long and go on and on and on. Try to make it quick and fast. People don't like to, I mean, let's put it this way. Don't do it so long you like to hear yourself. Just get in there and do it without an ego. Just do it. And then, you'll start, and make your voice do go up. Make your voice have emotion. Get into it and forget about everything. All I can tell you guys is success comes from not knowing and just starting. It truly does. When you think too hard, you're going to screw up every single time. So don't do that. Don't think. Just do it. And I mean that, because I have literally made millions upon millions of dollars through the years by just going over it and over it and over it. There's been times, and this is true, where we were working on a project and we couldn't get it. And one sentence changed the whole website or whatever it was. And I'm not kidding you. We'd make $100,000 in that month. We did it over and over again. Now, and I know that sounds crazy, but just when you think you can't do it, all of a sudden something hits. My very, very best day in the business, we did 100K. We did that a couple times in a day. We actually did. That doesn't happen very often. That was, through 20 plus years of me doing this, we had a couple days like that. And so it just showed me, man, anything's possible. You don't know when it's going to hit. And I want you to know this. A lot of your friends and colleagues and people that you work with, or other people that are doing the same business, if you know them, they're making millions, and you're saying, oh, you're not making that much, and you're doing this. The very next day or the next month, you leapfrog over them. It always happens. So do not, if you're not leapfrogging over them, you're being lazy, you're being an idiot, and you're not thinking hard enough, and you're not getting your mojo going. Truly, I've seen it over and over again where I've been losing out like a mad fool. Then all of a sudden I dig in with my team or whatever I'm doing myself, and we change it up, and then, the next week, the next day, whatever, you leapfrog. And it happens over and over again. So don't think you're in this mode where I'm a loser, I can't do it. No. The person you never suspect for becoming successful pulls it out. There's so many people that I know that have just been phenomenal in these businesses. A day, a month, a year, 2 years, 5 years later, you see them online and you thought, God, how did that loser do it? And then they come back as a hero, and they're one of the number one people online. They're doing very well. But don't get too caught up with yourself, because sometimes when your ego goes too crazy, you get lazy. And I never want you guys to be able to do that. Don't get lazy on me. Please don't do that. It's very important you guys just focus. That's all I can say. I know these tools. The WYSIWYGs and things like this is stuff that I've known forever. I wish I could get in more to some of the other stuff that you guys truly need. You guys do need a follow-up system. And I tell you this, the reason I tell you guys to use like Wix is it's free to use, and they have every tool under the sun. You guys don't even know what it has. It has stuff in there that will blow you out of the water, but you need Sqribble to write your ebooks. You need Prezentar to do the presentations with full knockout pictures and some of the tools that you have, because Wix is good, but like Prezentar and Sqribble blow you out of the water for some of the functionality it has, which Wix can never have. It won't. But then Wix has some of the tools, of course, you need for building systems and websites. Remember, your website is only a static home base. It is only a static home base. You will use it and people will go to it, but when you first start out, don't think you're going to make a fortune from your website. You're going to make more money on landing pages and in your presentations and your ebooks. Your ebook is kind of like a funnel. If you can get it out there enough, your ebook is like a mini funnel in some ways, because it is your your power. It's what you built. But I always tell people, try to build a nice landing page and, get it out there. And then you can redirect it to your website or whatever. And even in some of these other systems, these website systems like Wix or whatever, I use Shopify. Right now, I'm using Shopify, Wix for companies that I work with. I'm using a lot of different systems, but I always go back to Wix because it doesn't cost people money to start up. And people love free. And I love free too. I mean, I'm working on 2 or 3 sites for Wix right now for companies and helping them out. And I think 2 of them haven't paid yet, and the other 2 have. And because they got their domains on there, you can't put your domain on Wix until you pay, but that's okay. You can you can put your image, you can do everything, you can do a lot of stuff. So I'm just trying to help you guys out to get started because I know where you're missing the boat. You guys jump into a rowboat and you've got one oar and you're spinning and you're paddling out there and you can't get to the other side. It's because you don't have all the tools that you need. And I'm not saying you have to go out and spend a fortune. You don't. A lot of the stuff that I have is free. I like free. I don't like spending a lot of money, but I love making a lot of money. So it's my goal to help you guys out on some of the tools that you guys should have. And the steps, I'm going to bring the steps to you guys, and you guys are going to be able to see some of the stuff that I do. It's simple. It truly is simple. If you guys, know how to do it. There's one thing that I really want to do in the future is I want to do more of the collaboration with you guys. I really do. I think it's wise that and I got some great ideas here, and I'm going to be bringing them out on collaboration and joining forces with many of you and myself to go out there and make some cash, get some cash going. And I would love it if I could split $3,000 with 20 people or 30 people or whatever. I would love it because it will get done that much quicker. Once you make $100 and you're with a team, you're going to do it again and again. You're going to come back and go, this was fun. Let's do it again. And, it is fun. I've done a lot of businesses where I've had a lot of people involved and everybody got a piece of the pie, so to speak. And it was fun. I mean, there's been times where I think we made so much money in a year. We were fighting on what restaurants we were going to go to, our teams. I mean, there were some good times there. And we traveled the world. We did. We traveled the world in many aspects. We were on cruise ships doing our business. We'd go down there and, back in the day, it was old fashioned. It was slow, but you go back down there for an hour on the cruise ship and do your business and walk away and go have margaritas. I mean, that's the kind of life you really kind of want. And you really want to get to. And I want to tell you guys this, the economy sucks. It's the worst. But in the past, when I was really hitting this fast and furious, like in 2000, in the early 2000, 2008, 2010, whatever, I never knew there was any crashes or the economy was bad at all. Never even looked at it. Never was into politics, never was into the news, the fake news. They're all fake news. I never got into it. And you know what? I made way more money keeping out of the limelight like that and not worrying, because I think sometimes the news and you reading the headlines and all this stuff, it pulls you back. It truly does. When I start watching the news and things, and I get caught up with it, it's like, oh, who's hitting who and who's doing this and that, and it's terrible. So my advice is the more you do online business and shut it off, and if you want to watch a show or something like that, turn it low. That's better. Watch a show behind the scenes as you're doing your programming and all that stuff. If you don't have 2 screens, get 2 screens. If you're looking at one screen right now, get 2 screens. I've had 2 screens for 15 years. And when I got my second screen, the lights went off and the headlines went up and everything. You made it. Two screens will change your whole life if you're doing anything online, because you got it on the left, you got it on the right, and then you can pull up 2 or 3. I'll pull up 4 or 5 or 6 different screens at a time, and I'm working on multiple stuff, multitasking. It's just better. So try to get a second screen if you guys can. You can go get a used one. Doesn't matter. You just need like a little HDMI cord or whatever. You can even do it on the laptop. So try to do that. Just little things like that will help you out, guys. It really will. And let me see someone else's question. Okay, we're going to get more into that as we go forward. One thing I do have to tell you guys, and I don't want to, I have to tell you guys this. This is going to be, how can I say this? This is going to be, next week is going to be my last week training. So I just want you guys to know that for Sqribble. And Hey, I love you guys, but next week is going to be my last week. I think they're going to change it up for this next year. God bless them. And I know Ideal's going to come on strong and have the best support and everything coming back. So, I want you guys to be very excited for what he's got. He'll pull something out of his hat, and he'll do something. But I think they're going to change things up and do different things. I've been doing this a long time. I've done a lot of webinars straight through. I've done tons of them, and I love them, and I'm doing this. So I'm just going to tell you, next week is my last training for the Sqribble team, and I've enjoyed it thoroughly. The team has been great. Adil's been a great person. I've got to know him a little bit. He's been great. I got to know some of his team and some of the programmers. I've talked to them all, and they've been wonderful. I think they're so jammed up and so busy now. God bless them. They're doing great things. So I can't doubt them for anything. I mean, I can't. They've done a lot of things right. The software is solid. The software works, and Adil has really put his heart and soul into so much of it. So just know by next week, guys, I'm probably not going to be on the webinars after next week is my last day, and I do appreciate it. Thank you guys. I do appreciate it. But you guys, if they bring another trainer in, or if they go off for a little bit, or maybe even Adil will come in here and try to automate it. I hope he doesn't do that, because automation never works. It never does. But you know what? He'll figure something out and he'll go with it, and it'll be wonderful. I'm sure it will be. So, well, all in all, so we're going to be going through a lot of different things, and I have so much I want to train you guys on, and I won't be able to fulfill everything. But if Adil's here, I'll get back on the calls and things like that, and I'll be part of it. I'll be part of it just like you guys are. So this is very cool. So next week, like I said, will be the last webinar for me, finishing up 2022. And you know what? I have to say, I am glad to be done with 2022. It's been one heck of a year. It's let's put it this way, it hasn't been terrible, but it hasn't been the best. 2023, I feel, is going to be one of the best years I think any of us are going to have. It's really going to be great going forward. No, I appreciate it, you guys. It's been fun to train you guys. It's been fun to get through. You'll see me again out there. I'm out there. Don't worry about it. I'm going to be out there full screaming ahead. Go, go, go. You'll see me out there, so don't worry about it. I mean, it's not that big of a world. Online's very tiny when you really think about it. The people that, if you're trying to find someone, you'll be able to find them. So don't you guys worry. You guys have done a great job. Now, one thing I want to talk about is, of course, is this collaboration book. I'm talking with the team right now. They did tell me that support would be there for you. If they're not, I'm still going to be working on this in the background. So we can help each other still with the book. I'm going to see exactly what they have in store. I really don't know what they're going to do. I don't know if they even know what they're going to do. I think they're going to change the format, and it's not my business to say what they're going to do or even think what they're going to do, because I really don't know what they're going to do. But Sqribble is here. I've been part of this collaboration, so hopefully we can continue on and just do the collaboration going forward. I think it would be fun that we keep this going. So that would be, the best thing we could finally do. So remember, you guys can go to sqribblebookteam@gmail.com and sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. So you guys can make sure of that. So hang on a second. I was going to put this in there and we can see what's going on. Okay. So you guys got that. Remember, sqribblebookteam@gmail.com. Oh, yeah. Send me and some of you guys are saying send a draft. Yes, send us a draft so we can do it. And we can go from there. Send a draft. It's, and I got to say, it's been my pleasure. It's been my honor, not your honor. It's been my honor to be able to work with everybody. It's been so much fun. Oh, yeah. And I want you guys to go to the YouTube channel. For anybody have the link for the YouTube channel? I'm always the idiot that doesn't have the YouTube channel or the YouTube link right here. If anybody has the link, I'll throw it out here for you guys. But go to the Adil's YouTube channel. Hang on a second. Let me see if I can find. Oh, I can't pull it up on the screen right here. Then I would show my login, because I got login and all that stuff. But like I said, Adil's going to come in back. He's going to come back ferocious and stronger than ever doing the training. I know he's got something up his sleeve, so he'll do something great. He always does. Yes, I wish you guys the very best in your times going forward. And just remember, it's not if you're not making money, it's not you. Create the new you and go forward. That's all I can say. I know it sounds cliche and like, yeah, right. Come on, guys. It's something where we're all up, we're all down, then all of a sudden you pull it off. You pull it out of a hat and it works. I do it all the time. There's times when I think, oh God, I don't want to do this again. Then all of a sudden I get fired up and then I do 4 or 5 different presentations and everything else. So make sure you guys go to the YouTube channel. A lot of you have already found it, and I will try to get that. I'll try to see if I can find that thing. So hang on one second. Let me just see if I can find that thing. So I'll try to do it real quick. So give me a second here. We're going to be running out of time. We got 5 more minutes, so just hang on a second. I'm going to see if I can find this. You guys have been a pleasure. Just remember, work on the WYSIWYG editors. That's probably the #1 thing you guys can do is work in the WYSIWYGs, because you guys got to be able to use the tools. If you can use the tools, you can master the business. You truly can. So let me see what I have here. I'm going to go to the videos and let me see what I have here. Okay, I think I got it. Let me see if I have it here. And it's pulling up, so give me a second here and I will launch it out to you guys. Let me see. I'm going to go out. I don't think I do have the right thing. The video's live. Let me see. Nope, I don't. So it's Sqribble. You're going to go to the Sqribble. You're going to put in Sqribble into YouTube and you'll find it. So just go there, guys, and you guys will be able to find it. And all the videos are there from the past that we've done for the last year that we've done. So it's been really, really good. No, I appreciate it. You guys have put in your time as much as I put in my time here, which has been great. So go to the YouTube, watch the replays. They're all there. You guys are going to do great. I know you are. But I'm going to be here next week. So don't, we're back. We're back. So next week will be like the entire year into one. We'll power pack it. And just remember, you're here because of one person. It's not me. It's because of Adil. Adil did a great job on building the system. And I love it. I truly love it. But I got to say, I probably made more money off Sqribble than anybody. I bet I did. I have really done great. And now I'm going on Prezentar too. That last week I made that $3,000. It was on Prezentar, actually, most of it. So I'm kind of changing it up. I'm doing both Sqribble and Prezentar. I'm loving them both so much. And remember, if someone tests you or messes with you and they say they're looking for something, like I told you guys when I started working with Adil, I fired back a video for like 2 or 3 minutes because I was ticked off. And I thought, why not? I'm going to fire back. And sure enough, it took about like another month and a half. And I didn't even think about it. I didn't care. I did not care. I just did it. And then sure enough, we started talking and started going back and forth. And then Adil called me and we started talking and it just went from there. So I'm telling you, be fearless, baby. Be fearless and just get out there and do whatever you can. Remember, there's nothing you can't do, truly. So anyway, we're going to be back on next week. Everybody, I give you all my best for Christmas. Merry Christmas. Stick with family. Stick with your biggest and highest confidence level. 2023 is going to blow it out of the water for many of you. My goal this next year is when I'm working with different teams and things that I'm going to be doing, my goal is I'm going to do some pretty crazy stuff. I'm going to be bringing some teams in that just like you guys that we're going to be working with, and we're going to be doing some great stuff. Okay, guys, gals, everybody, have a great evening. Merry Christmas, and I will talk to you guys all next week. So everybody, good night. Take care, and we'll see you later. Thanks, guys.